sometimes we get beside ourselves. We don't know what we're doing.
You already know, man. We're about to get some feel good, y'all. Some feel good. Who ready for that feel good? Y'all ready for that feel good? There we go, y'all.
Oh, might want to turn that up for a minute, TP. Let him feel that. Let him feel that. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Oh, that's kind of crazy right there. I'm digging on that right there. That's an ill little beat joint.
Yeah, we back in the saddle. It's your man DJ Rudd, the most interesting DJ in the world. I'm here with my man Dutchy Bang Bang, TP Squizzy, Solid Bay on the air. Yo, shout out to the whole team, man.
Yeah, big shout out to the whole Gynesis family.
Hey, you know what got me tight, TP?
What got you tight, bro?
That 1,400 city workers in New York City got fired because they didn't want to get the vaccine. And now the mayor just made a change where the athletes and the performers, they can work without having a vaccine.
I thought that was a stupid rule from the beginning because as far as the athletes and the entertainers, if you didn't live in New York and you came over here to play ball or you came over here to do a performance at the Garden or something, you didn't have to be vaccinated. You didn't have to have the vaccine. You know what I mean? Like, yo, ain't that backwards? You will want out of towners to make sure they have the vaccine before you want your hometown. It's like you hurting your hometown and not hurt. You know what I mean? But
you know what though? I think all those people who lost their jobs should be rehired.
Well, he said he's not revisiting that right now.
Is that what he said?
Mm-hmm.
I think they should be rehired. You know, and there should be some type of class action lawsuit to force the city to rehire those people. Because you know what? Right is right and wrong is wrong. You can't have a double standard. You know
right now, that's what it feels like to a lot of people, man. You got this one detective been on the job for 20 years. So just think about it. To become a detective, you got to have some skin in the game. It's not like you just get hired and become a detective. So you're losing people that have experience.
He needs his job back. He should have his job back.
I'm sure he feel that way.
Now, let me ask you. Was that the law, a mandate from the new mayor or the old mayor? Because I think it was the old mayor who said if you didn't get vaccinated, you were going to lose your job.
I don't really know who implemented it.
I think de Blasio implemented it, and Eric Adams let it happen.
Well, it don't really matter whose idea it was. It just matters. It happened on your watch.
It's wrong.
It happened on your watch.
It's wrong. They need their job back. That's another condition of abuse.
You got sanitation.
Power abuse.
Sanitation workers, regular guys. You know, Parks Department, PD. I mean, firemen.
Corrections.
How can I forget that? I mean, essentials, pretty much, all this time, and they worked most of the pandemic.
Well, how many people in total? I know you mentioned the number of 1,400, but I thought it was more than that, or some of the people gave in and got the shot.
Nah, the number that I heard most recently was total between all the departments. I'm saying 1,400 city workers.
Yeah, all 1,400 should get their job back. That's just my opinion. TP Square's opinion. they all should get their job back.
But now it's going to be a politic legal thing. Because if they do that, that's admitting guilt right there. If you bring them back, they still can sue.
Exactly.
They might be like, "Nah, we good," but thanks.
That's crazy, man.
Now I know from the economy standpoint, it's going to generate more money. Like they were talking about canceling the entire baseball season if they couldn't work some of this out. You know, you talking 160 games.
162.
So you talking the Nets might go into the playoffs without Kyrie, can't play home games. You know, I know that's not important as life or death, but it does stimulate the economy a little bit. And I think, honestly, I don't really think they really caring about people as much as they caring about the money part of it.
Well, look at it this way. It costs over $600 to send a family of 4 to an NBA game in New York City. Over $600. Family of 4.
And that ain't sitting behind the players either. That's like, you know, that's a couple of rows, a couple of sections up.
That's right. That's you in the game. Everybody brought a drink. You might have brought a souvenir.
You in the mezzanine.
Some popcorn and 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, and a souvenir or 2. Over $600.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Second thing, man, I don't want to move on yet. You wanted to say anything about that, Dutch?
Like I was saying, I think it's unfair to treat people that way because, like you said, right, these people depend on a lifestyle. You know what I mean? And just because they have their own preference, you know, I'm vaccinated, but I can't tell somebody that they should do something with their body that they're uncomfortable doing. That's like me trying to overturn Roe versus Wade. You know what I'm saying? You can't have an abortion because this, that, and the third. Come on, man. It's just like, how are you telling somebody how to live their life?
A lot of the people that got vaccinated did it because they want to keep their job. They didn't want to get vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
It was a hard choice for a lot of people.
And
there's certain jobs now that won't even hire you unless you're vaccinated.
And up here, one of the biggest one of the biggest pharmaceutical companies, I guess, Sanofi, they're about to, on April 15th, they're about to lay off 2,500 workers because they're not vaccinated. And it's not the government that's telling them that they have to be vaccinated. It's the company that's telling them that. So it's like, how are you going to force these people to choose between eating and something that they're totally against? I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. Like I said, I'm vaccinated, so I can't look down on anybody that don't want it. It's your choice. When you stop taking people's freedoms and choices away from them, you're not living in a democracy no more. You're living in a dictatorship, to me. That's my opinion.
Absolutely.
Well, I like to say, because we always say this on Feel Good, you can't paint everybody with the same brush. So in a case like you, the line of work you in is primarily outdoor work.
Yeah.
But what if you work like Bear and you in a Con Ed situation, you going into people's house servicing their gas. Do you think they have a right to say, hey, I don't want this person working in my house unless they vaccinated?
Well, they have a right to say
that. They have a right to say that because they're coming into their home.
So then we can't just say it's up to the person. It depends on what the job is. And if you in close proximity of people, or you working outside and, you within that 6 feet rule or whatever, I don't know. I think we just got to look at each situation different.
Yeah.
People are outdoor workers or even lone workers. There's a lot of people. You're the only person on the job. You security guard at night in a booth. on a construction site? Who are you contaminating?
Nobody at all. That's the whole thing. When it's you made me look at it in a way just now when you said like, dude, because like through the pandemic, I was having construction done at my home. And my wife was like, no. These dudes gotta have on their mask. They gotta be, or we postponed it for months.
She got the right to say that.
We postponed it for months because she, first of all, she has a underlying condition that she can automatically,
Get affected, right?
Yeah. So we had to put it off from February to August to really finish getting our house done. And we had major work. We had bathrooms that was started before the pandemic. You know what I mean? We had my daughter's room because we did a rebuilding project.
Mm-hmm.
And once the pandemic hit, we had to put a halt to all of that. And it was like live basically with whatever is there because the walls have dripped out. So if anything wanted to come through the ceiling, it could have. If we had a squirrel living up on the roof that could get into our raptures, it could have came in the house. Ants was all over the house because they had a free space.
So what I'm saying is, to my point is, your boss didn't come to you and say you had to do it to continue to work here, right?
No.
So you did it by your own choice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
These people don't have no choice in a lot of instances, and that's what I'm saying. So I would understand it in some scenarios. Some scenarios just don't make sense,
Like I said, it didn't make sense when they said that, and this is non-relevant because these people are making millions of dollars, but how can you tell Kyrie Irving he can't play ball in New York City, but if somebody, because he's not vaccinated, but if somebody come from LA or wherever, they can play in the Barclays Center unvaccinated? That just didn't make no sense to me. The fans can go in the Barclays Center unvaccinated.
But that was that's like if you have a driver's license in North Carolina and cops pull you over in New York and say tent is illegal. You say, yeah, but I have North Carolina plates. In North Carolina, tent is not illegal. So they going by what they going by they going by North Carolina regulation. They're not, even though they visit in New York, they still under their state rules.
Never knew that.
It happened to me.
I never knew that.
It happened to me when I went down south. Cop pulled me over and telling me about this tent and that, and I told him just what I told you. Well, where I live is not illegal, and I don't have a North Carolina license at the end of the day, right? But guess his next question was, how long you gonna be in town? So now if I say I'm gonna be in town for 2 months, I might have to do something about that. License. But if I'm just visiting my grandmother for the weekend, it's nothing they gonna do.
I really never knew that.
So those guys that's coming to New York, they not under New York regulation. They coming from Denver or wherever they coming from. They under that rule. They just pass it through for a game.
Because
when he goes out of town, he plays. Because he's under their rules. He's not under New York. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Just think about it.
It doesn't. Because only reason I say I never knew that whole tent thing, because I went to New York with Pennsylvania plates. And up here, we're allowed to use our cell phones while we're driving. New York, they pulled me over with the quickness, and I wish I would have known that so I could say.
Now that might be different. That could be questionable. You could drive on your phone in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Wow. You knew that? I didn't know that. I thought that was like a nationwide
rule. You can drive on your phone in Pennsylvania. Now, you can't text, but you can be on your phone in Pennsylvania and drive.
Holding it in your hand.
Holding it in your hand.
Wow. Well, I guess so. Because I mean, you can ride a PA with no helmet on a motorcycle.
Exactly.
But in New York, you can't.
Exactly.
Boy, a fool's a fool.
So,
that does that.
so with the Kyrie thing, at the end of the day, like, I think from a poor man's perspective, we looking at it like, dude, you make $450,000 a game. Take the shot. You know what? You can help so many people with that type of money. Like, if you don't need it yourself, you know, you in a position to change a lot of lives.
But do they?
Nah, because at some point it becomes selfish.
That's what I'm saying. They rather, and not to get off the vaccine topic, but they rather go to athletes, actors, whoever, rather go to a strip club and throw $60,000, 100 G's at strippers than open a community center for their community. You know what I mean?
But it's like everything else, man. Like we didn't get educated in that sense. A lot of people didn't have financial literacy until they already had big money before they got that knowledge. Like J.R. Smith, and like I saw a video with him.
That's where I got that from.
Right. But he's talking a lot different than he was when he first came in the league. When they was first in the league, yeah, they in Magic City, hey, making it rain, you know. Now they're not talking about that.
He was running people over in New Jersey.
That fast money done slowed up. So now
he got to make investments.
And somebody or he got some knowledge along the way. But a lot of times, and it's not even just athletes, it's regular guys. If you get a job when you
but
20 years old.
Check this out. How could you be running alongside of LeBron James and make bad investments when this man has invested in schools and all kinds of things?
He wasn't alongside LeBron James. That happened after he was well into adulthood. He was with the Knicks. and he was surrounded by other people, city life, hanging out. He didn't come up with LeBron James. That LeBron James, he was in the league almost damn near 7-8 years before he played with LeBron.
But like I said, when he's played with LeBron brought a whole nother level of awareness and financial literacy with him, because he had good people. LeBron really had good people around him, because just look what he did to schools and all the things that he invested in. You know, he's not a selfish brother. Michael Jordan's selfish, but you know, with all that money he makes, he do very little publicly.
He built prisons.
Well, actually, he don't do that. Actually.
Nah, and you know what?
It's another guy named Michael Jordan who actually did that, and everybody blamed the basketball player, but it wasn't him.
We don't really know everything behind the scenes, what people do, because a lot of people, they're not doing it for attention. Yeah, they're not doing it for the clout. You know,
they just do it for the right one.
Whatever they're doing it for, they're doing it for that too. That part.
But they don't want to wear it on their sleeve. I get that. I respect that.
So it's a lot of people. It's people that have regular 9-to-5 that are helping people. You know what I mean? And they not looking for no accolades. They just doing it. It's regular people, regular workers that's helping homeless people. It's not necessarily the people that's making millions of dollars. It's a lot of people that barely getting by themselves that's helping people. That's just who they are. So money don't make you change. It just makes you more who you already are. So if you was a giver and a caring person and you hit the lotto for millions of dollars, you're just gonna be more of what you already are. You're not gonna stop helping people because you became a millionaire. So these people they already was programmed out before they became rich. They're not gonna change now. If they was a-holes, they just gonna be more of an a-hole. Yeah. They got money now.
You're right.
But my problem is, like, even in my personal situation, I worked about 6 to 7 years on a job. I was making over 100,000 a year, and it wasn't just me. It was 10,000 of us making that type of money. Most of us, when you're 20 years old, you just start making that type of money. You thinking about what car I'm gonna buy, what clothes I'm gonna buy, what rims I'm gonna put on my car. We wasn't talking about what we should have been
Making
talking about.
investments and-
Right. We should have been talking about, yo, it's 10,000 of us. Let's pool this money together. Let's do something.
At least let me invest in some real estate or something.
A lot of times we competing against each other.
That's what we're doing most of the time.
And if nothing else Kanye said in that song is true, I just spent $400 on this just to be like, Ninja, you ain't up on this. TP just said it. Yo, you had the spaceship. It made me go buy a spaceship, right? That's our normal mentality.
That's right.
Yo, you see them J's? They just came out. Yo, I gotta get me a pair of them. You know what I mean? Like we not having them conversations like, yo, how much you spent on them? Yo, we could have did some other things with that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you get older and more little wiser, or
get seasoned, everybody.
or you get some,
we just seasoned.
you get some financial literacy. The difference is we got to start having these conversations with our kids younger.
Yeah. Well, look, that's why I stay up with my son here, man. Me and my son Terrell, that's my best friend, man. Me and him, we spend a lot of time together building. You know what I mean? And he said something to me the other day at the gym. You know, he said he'd be with his girl and be with his dad. He said, who else could be better to be with than my girl and my dad to hang out with? Man, that made me feel, that put me on cloud nine, man. That almost brought a tear to my eye, man. You know, because I thought about it. Me and my son hang out together every day, 4 days a week. We in the gym together. And we're on the phone with each other all day, every day. He's here at the radio station, you know, doing what we do. So, you know,
Bringing you lunch.
Yeah, yeah, you saw that, huh? You did that?
I tell you what, he in the right generation gap, because these new kids, when they tell you something like that, they lining you up for something.
No, because
they lining you up for something.
I feel the same way, because even though my daughter's in Detroit, I feel the same way, because when she's here, she come here, all we do is spend time together. I mean, we'll sit there and watch movies that we watched when she was a kid, like Aladdin and stuff like that. We'll just sit down and have a family night and do that.
That's crazy. That's special, man.
Yeah, it's like, wow. And she calls me and give me a report on everything she does. Like everything, every accomplishment she makes or failure she makes, she calls dad and be like, well, they didn't do this. Hey, keep your chin up, because you know you'll get them next time.
Mm-hmm. Well, she's always looking for that reinforcement, man. You know, you're her first love, man. Her first confidant.
Yeah.
She don't trust nobody the way she trusts you. You know.
And I'm glad for that, because like a lot of these kids didn't have that. I got nieces and nephews that couldn't go to my brothers and sisters and talk to them like that, because their parents had their own issues. So now, to be honest with you, their kids have their parents' issues. And when I say their parents' issues, is that even though they're not doing the same things that their parents did, their parents' issues affected them in a way that they don't see life the way my kids see life. You know what I mean? And it's just because their parents wasn't there to give them that nurturing, to give them that, what's the name? And I'm like, yo, I can't share what I have with you, because I have my own. I can't take the responsibility of other people. And I feel bad about it, but this is what it is. I can't be your parent. Your parent was supposed to be your parent.
I think the whole wave have shifted, and it's a little off topic, but if you think about it, like a lot of times, speaking for me personally, my parents was like city workers, you know, just regular people, you know, and their advice was, you know, hey, you can get a city job, you go to military, you go to college. That's the type of advice. The new wave now is that you see a lot of young people that they want to be entrepreneurs right out the gate. They looking at you like,
a lot of
I don't want a 20-year dead-end job like you had.
They don't want to be
at the
civil
city.
service.
They don't want to be civil service. Some of them don't.
No.
And I didn't want to either. I did it because I had a daughter real young, and I, like you said, that check started looking guaranteed every 2 weeks, and you can't gamble when people are depending on you to feed them and stuff.
That's right.
Okay,
You know
I'm
what I mean?
talking about between our generation that our parents and our family had, like, because you're a Parks Department kid.
Oh, I'm a summer youth product.
Yeah, I'm a
And
Parks
a PAL
Department
product.
kid. Yeah, I'm a Parks Department kid. My whole family worked. All my brothers and sisters worked for the Parks Department at one time or another. But what I'm saying, between our generation and the generation, I guess the 2000 generation, that 80s through 2000 generation, those are the lost ones because they don't have nowhere to fit. They don't have nowhere to fit. They don't, like you said, the kids nowadays want to be entrepreneurs. We had the parents that you're going to either go to school, go to the military, or get a city job or government job or have a trade. Those kids that's in the middle from the 80s to the 2000s, they lost. I really think
I can't say they lost. They thinking different now because it's a different time. Like the pandemic changed a lot. And even here at Genesis, our platform that we built, we came in with a mentality of we don't really care what's going on the book and the tube and all these other platforms. We more interested in building our own platform because what if we turn on the news tomorrow and they say, hey, the book was bought out by Twitter and now this changed, that changed, then why should we have to be out of business because of that? So it's like you can go to work and they say, yo, we lost the contract. We don't know where you're going to work. That happens all the time. And you don't put years and years into something and now you got nothing to show for it at the end. You live check for check. Because it all boils back down to financial literacy. You can have a regular job and still do well if you're spending your money in the right place or you conscious of how you're spending it. So to me, I still think all of this still boils back down to the invest in yourself conversation. What you think, TP?
Absolutely. You got to be, ready and prepared to invest in yourself. And that's part of the game, man. And, I'm a firm believer in that, man.
It's not that the opportunities are not there for them. Like, that's what we think. But the opportunities are there. How many people that we offer jobs and then they didn't really want the job?
Mm-hmm.
Or they didn't even take the job. Some people at least took the job, tried it, and then they might come back and say, hey, thank you. This ain't for me. But there's a lot of people that won't even try. They won't even try to do it.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
So I have a
100%.
problem with that, man. I have a problem with that. Even at home, I say, hey, who want to go to movies? I guarantee you, the kids are probably gonna be like, nah, because they don't want to hang out with you once they get to a certain age for the most part, right? But a lot of times when you force them and you drag them along on a mission, they end up having a good time.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then they might circle back later and be like, you know what? That was cool. But you had to force them to do it. Now it's nobody forcing anybody to do anything. They just, look, even the dog do what he want to do. He on the bed. You be like, no dogs on the bed. When I grew up, get off the bed. Dogs belong over here. They be like, nah. Even Poop told me, yo, you left your dog in the backyard? You get arrested for that now. You can't keep the dog outside no more. I'm like, really? I thought it was dogs grew up in the backyard.
It's a different
in the doghouse. Now it's illegal. They got rights. Their lives matter too.
That's right. Scruffy life matter.
Mm-hmm.
Better know it.
So what else we talking about today, man? What felt good to y'all this week, man? Any feel good? Anything made y'all feel good?
There's a whole lot that made me feel good, man.
Let's talk about that, man. Let's talk about what made you feel good.
It made me feel good. I went to the doctor and they told me I don't have a fatty liver.
Yo, that's big though. That's big.
Yeah. They told me my liver is back to normal. So that made me feel good right there. You know?
That's major, man.
Yeah.
I was right now. What's making me feel good is this peach cigar. This peach cigar has done changed the whole vibe in here.
Oh, you got the peach too. That's what I got.
We all blazing the peaches.
This is good, man. This is what makes the radio station feel like our therapy. This is our barbershop talk right here. You know, we come here, we around good people. It's a different environment. Sometimes you gotta change your environment.
No, well, I think you got the watermelon. I think you got watermelon. I got peach. You got watermelon. And Dutch.
Then Dutch, we got false advertising because the package said peach.
Oh, you grab what? Oh, okay.
That package don't say nothing on it.
You know what?
Oh, no, you might be right. I got the dub. I got the blank.
I got the
I don't know. It tastes sweet. Whatever it is, it tastes
watermelon. Watermelon, pina colada.
Yeah. It makes me feel good to see my man Dutch too. I ain't seen Dutch in a minute. To see him back in the saddle. I saw Z-Pack last week. That made me feel good. You know, we had a successful event. AT&T, shout out to them.
That was some feel good.
That was some feel good, man.
And just to be right here on a Saturday afternoon with my guys, man. You know,
Remo the manager made me feel good today. You know what I mean? Shout out to Remo the manager and the Greedy Gang.
Shout out
Just,
to Remo and the Greedy Gang.
Just knowing, you know, he's still hanging in there, man. Shout out to Laquan made me feel good. Letting us know we secured a new office in Suffolk County. You know,
Gynesis Radio now located in Suffolk County.
The whole Get Lit Fridays team is making me feel good, man. DJ Top, Laquan, Greedy Gang. Shout out to Indie Art Magazine. Shout out to Sister Ship. Shout out to
Jackie Nunez.
Nunez.
And it's a Latin thing. That's a great show, man.
I even saw Kwanzaa Mama on my feed this week, man. That made me feel good.
Yeah, it's all coming back together.
Yeah, shout out to Sophia. Shout out to Doris Johnson.
Oh, big head Doris Johnson.
Yeah, she did a nice photo shoot, man. That made me feel good.
Oh, big head Doris Johnson.
You doing that one by yourself, bro. You my partner.
Him and Doris go at it every day.
I gotta draw that line in the sand we talked about.
Hold on. You mean Mia Johnson's cousin, Doris Johnson?
No,
big head.
I don't know nothing about that.
From
man.
Detroit.
Who's Doris? I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay. The one that's gonna marry Chill.
I told you on your own with this one, man.
It's about to marry Chill, right?
I'm not going down that rabbit hole with you, man.
Listen, I'm gonna be the best man in the wedding too.
Dutch, don't jump in that hole, man.
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I see they go at it every day, so I'm not even.
But listen, you know what she told me? What trouble I was gonna start doing on the radio? I said, really? Just wait and see. Oh, big head, Doris Johnson. Oh, big head. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my man Salik Bey made me feel good too, man. He hit me with this track. Oh man, he gave me that knock to ride with, man. I was like, I just smiled, man. I was like, GMG, we all we got. That's it. I was on some GMG schnizzle. We all we got.
That's us, baby. That's us.
Finding out my mother-in-law is on the road to recovery made me feel good. That made me feel good, bro, because at one time it was give or go. So that made me feel good. And if that was the only thing that made me feel good, that was the best thing that made me feel good.
Yo, actually, getting a call from Bear telling me everything was successful with his family.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mom Duke. That made me feel good. That was some feel good too. We got a lot of feel good this week. If you really think about it, this is one of the moments we gotta just think about the good stuff.
Hey, look, we had some very nice warm days that made me feel good.
Oh yeah, until today.
Today ain't that bad, man. Considering.
Go out there now.
Look, man.
It's a little chilly willy today, though.
Who walked here?
That's right. You got a point there.
How far you walk from your car to inside the station?
That's it.
What difference do it make how cold it is outside? Now, if you walked here,
that's some feel good for you.
See, that's one of them things we complain about our car and somebody walking. So no matter what, you got heat in your car?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
TP, you got heated seats?
You know, I wrote past for people today thinking about that.
Your tushy was warm? I don't care what the weather is outside if I'm driving.
Heated seats and heated steering wheel.
So what are we talking about here?
Yeah, we really need to fall
That's
back.
we gotta get back. We gotta be in the gratitude mode, man.
Yeah.
Don't complain about the flat tire, because somebody be like, I wish that's my problem. That means you got a car, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right about that.
You're right.
And it's a lot more that happened this week. What we just said was just one penny in the piggy bank, man. Shout out to More to Life Productions. Shout out to the big producer. Shout out to my man, Baby Paul. Shout out to Keeping the Sabbath. Shout out to Preserving the Culture.
The pain in the ass people boy.
Shout out to the pain in the ass paper boy. That's my guy, man. Hold up. I'm not going down that rabbit hole with you, man. Hold up.
Too
Retract.
Late. Too late. You win.
Part itself. I'm not going down that rabbit hole
Too late.
with you.
You win.
Tag you, Rick. One of them. All
That's
right.
right, man. That's right. Don't blink.
He slid that in.
And listen, you know, it's kind of like that cigar got you drunk and you told the truth.
Wow. This is truth serum, Dutch. Wow.
That's right.
This ain't really a cigar.
It's the truth, baby. It's the truth.
Well, since we telling the truth, it's just good to be here. It's good to have survived another week.
Oh, yeah.
Every day, between somebody on our team, collectively, we keep moving the ball forward every day, man. And we've been moving the ball forward for the last couple of years through the pandemic and everything, man. And back to the subject at hand, we all can sit back now and feel like, you know, it's wrong about the city workers getting fired. It might not have felt like that if they would have did it at the beginning when this happened. For them to have worked 2 years through the whole pandemic, and now you saying it, that's what kind of left a sour taste in my mouth. Like if you said that all along, different. But these guys held you down in a crisis when you was bigging them up. Shout out to the essential workers, essential this, essential that. So you could get a free cup of coffee if you was an essential worker 2 years ago, right? Now you're losing your job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, wow, that's
crazy.
That's the F boy stuff right there.
Yeah, definitely.
That's like they know they're gonna fire you, but they stick you for a double shift on your last day. That after you did the whole double shift.
Oh, by the way, we got to.
Yeah, by the way, this is your last day. Don't spend that all in one place. You be like, damn, really? You didn't know this 16 hours ago?
That's what make people go postal.
Yeah.
That's what
But
people
you know what else? It's some feel good. The Genesis calendar is getting filled up, man. We got a lot of things coming down the pipe. You know, a lot of events. You know, next month back at the AT&T store, doing some things. We got the Juneteenth thing going on with Kwanzaa Mama right here at Court Square, Stroudsburg. You know, August we're gonna be in Dansbury Park doing a big event. You know, big stage, live performances. We're gonna have a whole lot of things going on out there. You know, so it all feels good to me.
It feels great, man.
It feels good. You know that we are making movement. We're doing some things, man. You know, listenership is up, and every time I go on and I look and I see that people are still following us on social network and they still following us right here online at Gynesis Radio. It makes me feel good, man. You know, we're gonna have this big DJ event. I'm not even gonna call it a battle because it's just gonna be showing different. We're gonna have a house music segment because I got some friends of mine that's, you know, Darren's gonna be shocked because one of these guys went to FAMU when he and I was down at FAMU. And he's one of the DJs that's coming up here. And he's from Chicago, and they were talking about house music started in Chicago because, you know, they said Frankie Knuckles was from Chicago. He went to Chicago for a job. He's from New York. I brought that to.
I'm getting in trouble, TP.
He brought that to Chicago. So we're gonna have DJ Jersey Darren. He gonna show me that Jersey house. We got Asiatic coming, show me that New York City house. You know, we're gonna do some things.
Yeah, I spoke to DJ Pep also, man. He on deck. He coming through. He said he gonna pull up on us, man. We had a good conversation, man. We got a shout out. See, when you
DJ Pep and Ken Do.
Yo, shout out to everybody. Ken Do. Shout out to Armed Services. whole team. Shout out to Mixo. My phone is buzzing right now. It's like when you start mentioning names and you forget some people.
Who you forgot?
I forgot DJ Hot Sauce, man. I ain't shout the Sauce.
The boss,
of course. And this dude,
he's coming up next.
He the first one I be reaching out to sometime when I need something, man. So my bad, like you said, charge it to my head, not my heart, right?
You better know it, man.
I'm getting another buzz. DJ Mr. FX. I'm sorry, brother. What up, Kev?
Hey, there you go.
Yo.
You know what? Shout out the whole Takeover Tuesday team.
Word.
Tero, you know what I'm saying?
I spoke to Tero this week too, man. Tero been repping, man. He been showing up at the meetings and everything. Shout out to his clothing line too. It's banging. You know what I mean?
T1 clothing.
Yes, sir.
Hey, he better bring me some T1 clothing up in here on Tuesday, or I'm gonna be boycotting. So just let him know. If I don't get my sweatsuit on Tuesday, I'm boycotting. I'm going on strike.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna talk to him tonight. Definitely gonna talk to him tonight. So
that's right.
I'll make sure you have that.
See, he ain't gonna treat y'all like that, man. He's just gonna say he got you. You already know. I don't even know why y'all making that a conversation.
He I talk to him damn near every night. Cause he be calling me and checking in on me and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I talk to Tero.
Tell him I need a size large.
Shout out to the young guns, man. Shout out to my man Wavy and Kirk. You know what I mean? I hope everything's all right, man. They didn't make it up here last night, man. But yeah, check in with us, man. Let us know you all right, man.
That's what we do. We just talking about the feel good right now. We're gonna talk about conditions for abuse, and now we talking about the feel good. What makes you feel good, man? Big shout out to my man Ace, man.
Big Ace, birthday. The neighborhood.
Yeah, he had a birthday last week.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Ace, the neighborhood. You know.
Shout out to Son of 215 too, man. That dude, very active, man. Very active.
You know, the freeway project they got going on down there is outstanding, man.
Philly.
Yo, you know what I realized? And I really didn't think about it until I was listening to when I was telling you The Rock was on.
Yeah.
If you think about it, Philly and New York was working together already. Jay-Z had Beanie, Freeway, all of them was on The Rock. Dames. But look, Philly and New York was working together all along.
What's the name of them from Philly too? The two guys.
Or Skino Sparks?
Yeah.
I'm not sure where Skino Sparks is from.
And look, big shout out to Tracy and Deems, man. You know?
Yo, true that. That.
Big shout out to them too, man. They still out here doing some things, man. Me and Deems talk from time to time and chop it up. You know? Forgot
another one. Shout out to Bookworm, man, and the manager. Manager Wiz. What up, Manager Wiz? Shout out to Torch Gunner. Shout out, man. Shout out to everybody in Philly, man. PA, we on the other side of the state, but we still in the same state, man. It's all love.
Hey, you know what? I'm probably gonna ride down to Philly one day during the week to get one of them 2-foot long cheesesteaks, man. Where could you go get a 2-foot long cheesesteak? A 2-foot long sandwich anywhere, you know, other than Philly. Philly's unique, man.
That's why you stay Fat Boy Fresh, bro.
Fat Boy Fresh, baby. You better know it, baby.
Yo, shout out to our long arm in Tennessee, DJ Dub 6. I ain't forget you, Dub 6.
Dub 6.
Shout out to my man Dub 6. And shout out to the person that brought Dub 6 to the station, DJ Prince Al out there in Florida. Shout out to my man Eugene Walker, now renowned actor. Shout out to Antoine Allen Films. Shout out to all our sponsors, man. Everybody supporting this platform. You know, we didn't really know what we had when we started this, man. We was just two regular guys down the block.
And we can't forget Jiffy Lube. Big shout out to Jiffy Lube. We appreciate it.
Shout out to Jiffy Lube.
You know what I mean? One of our sponsors, Jiffy Lube.
Shout out to Brothers That Care. Brothers Care, man. They representing Staten Island and real heavy out there in the community, man, doing a lot of events, man.
I'm so glad that we do what we do because it makes me feel good every year during the Christmas season when we giving out toys. Easter, we do the Easter egg hunt. You know, Thanksgiving, they're over here at the radio station giving out turkey dinners. Christmas time, they over here at the radio station, the sistership, you know, with Tiffany, it's the fire, and them, they over here giving out toys and gifts and meals, you know, the Purple Pantry. The donations come into the Gynesis Radio station for the Purple Pantry. And it's all feel good, man. You know, we just talk about the feel good stuff. There's so much that we got going on and to be thankful for, man. And you know what? I gotta say this, man. You know, I'm the principal, and sometimes, you know, I can rub people the wrong way because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, you know. And but man, I love you guys, man. You know what I mean? Dutchy Bang, Rud, man. I truly love y'all, my brothers, man. You know, and it's a pleasure just to be able to do this with you guys, man. Because you know, we looking at 50 years of a relationship, you know, 40, 50, you know, and
not too many people can say that.
You're right, man. You're right, man. And big shout out to my man True, Demetrius De Jesus, man. My man True, man. Me and him had a little bit of a little misunderstanding, a little fallout, man. But that's still my brother. I love him. He loved me, man. And we're gonna get back together and do some things. In fact, I'm gonna get True up here to the radio station, man. You know, maybe we can get him up here for one of those events we have, and man, so we just sit here on the mic and chop it out and go down memory lane and talk about some good things, where we been, where we going, and where we at. You know what I mean? So big shout out to my man True Cunningham.
What up, True? We getting big chips at Genesis. That's why I'm playing this right now. You better listen to this.
Yes.
You better listen to this right here.
It's the beginning, baby. It's just the beginning, baby.
Ooh, that's what I'm
You
talking
better
about.
know it. This what we do. Yeah, y'all. Make me want to rap.
Yeah, you can get 8 bars.
I'm gonna wait till Shahi up here so we can do the Almighty Force thing, and you know,
Shout out to Shahi and Rahi.
Almighty Force.
Almighty
You
Force.
already know that, man. My man Peter Wayne, Habiba, Brandy, and Mike, Diana Bellamy, all my peoples, man. You know, absolutely.
Shout out to my man DJ Art, man. He's still rocking and rolling, man. I see him on a flyer coming up. Get ready to do something with DJ Mr. C. You know what I mean? That's love right there, man. Shout out to my man DJ Cut Him Loose Bruce. I see you on a lot of flyers out there. Yo, people just trying to work, man. You know what I mean? They just trying to work, man.
And yo, I want to shout out all them brothers on Staten Island. There's a whole lot of things going on in Staten Island that people don't realize, man. You know, people think that when they talk about New York, only time they want to talk about Staten Island is when they think about the Wu-Tang, but there's a whole lot of cats out there on Staten Island that's doing their thing, man. You know.
Oh, absolutely,
I had some
absolutely.
brothers reach out from the ad that we had ran about doing a podcast and doing some shows over here at Gynesis Radio. And I had a couple people from Staten Island call me, man. You know, like, yo, they're interested in doing something. They said, oh, man, but y'all in Pennsylvania? I said, yeah, we're in Pennsylvania, but you know what? Ain't nothing about 45-minute drive.
I'll give you an hour, depending on how you drive.
About an hour, you know?
Yes, it's not as far as it sounds. Even in New York, man, when I lived in Brooklyn, they used to have bus trips to Woodbury Common. I used to think that was like, it just sounded far. Only upstate to go shopping.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? We can go shopping right here on Belmont Avenue.
Yeah.
Pickett Avenue. We can go downtown Brooklyn. We
Got the same stuff.
We had plenty of
but
same stuff. We had stuff they didn't even have.
But you know what it's about? It's about the fellowship.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of those trips, big shout out to Lincoln Sessoms, Maurice Watts, you know, Classic R&B Weekend and Events. Yeah, they got a big thing coming up this year. It's not a weekend, it's a week. 5 days. And, you know, that's going to be something. It's going to be something. I'm going to be able to go. You know, be right there.
Oh, man, we forgot somebody else, man.
Who we forgot?
We forgot the food pantry, man.
Brother
Gary in the building, man. We forgot about that, man. Brother Gary, what's up? We miss you, bro.
That's right, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, out there doing God's work.
Yeah,
right now.
he's still helping people, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. Great brother, man. Great brother Gary, man. You know, Pastor Gary Sampson. Good guy, man. A homeboy from Queens, you know. Great guy, man. But I just want everybody to know we appreciate each and every one of y'all to support us on a regular basis right here on Gynesis Radio. You know, we just want to click a glass and salute y'all all. You know, without a doubt. Linda Phillips down in Texas, she's gonna be coming up here with us also, and in August, she's gonna be one of our special guests. We're gonna get her behind the mic with us. You know, we're gonna chop it up, man. Me and Linda got a lot of things in common, man. You know, I'm gonna tell a unique story how we all linked up and met. You know, how we all became friends. You know, via Gerald Levert. Let's just put it that way. You know, so it's gonna be great, man. We're gonna have some fun, man. You know, Big Head Doris coming up, man. You know, yeah, we're gonna have some fun.
They're coming to the park.
But when I call her Big Head Doris in love, man. You know, that's my little nickname for her. You know, she's like my little sister.
You're on that by yourself. I repeat, we're not going down that rabbit hole with you, man. I don't know why you keep saying it, man.
Okay, all right.
I don't know why you keep saying it, man.
Okay, I'm just saying.
We going to the amusement park right now. We on some feel good, man.
As usual.
I know we forgetting somebody. I'm waiting for my phone to buzz again. I'm scared. I'm scared to look at my phone, man. I know we forgetting somebody, man.
It's gonna buzz. Yo, big shout out to Carmen Gill. Carmen Gill gonna be in the building tomorrow to hook us up over here at Gynesis Radio.
Good.
You know, she does a great job when she come over here and help us keep the station looking good. You know, her and her husband, they come through and they make this place look like brand new money, man. You know, every time they leave and I walk in the door, it smells good, it looks good. You know, everything is in place. You just gotta love it, man. You know, it feels good to have great people around you, to have good people in your circle. You know, feels good, man. It feels good. You know, big shout out to Miss Wonderful. You know, can't forget her. You know, that's right. You know, Evelyn, we can't forget her. You know, all the people who got love for us, man. If you got love for me, I got love for you too. You know, that's the way it's supposed to be. Isn't that right? Most interesting.
Yeah, I'm in the doghouse, man. Yo, shout out to my man Jokey, aka Noise 7070, for those who really know him. You know what I mean? Producer extraordinaire, also, man.
Joe the Boss.
Shout out to Joe Boss.
That's right.
Rise Up Worldwide in the building.
Worldwide. Yeah. Every day, man. The morning show right here on Gynesis Radio, man. Rise Up Worldwide. Them guys are doing a great job holding that morning show slot down every day right here on Gynesis Radio. You know, the Get Lit Fridays. And you know, and our Saturday shows is just like banging, you know, starting off with
and we start early now on Saturday. We go at 7 a.m. with Rise Up.
Yeah, Kwanzaa Mama.
We go with Kwanzaa Mama, Jackie Nunez,
The Banger Lang Show.
TP Squizzy.
Hot Sauce, the Feel Good. You know.
Now we getting back to the Mixed Master Z Pat. We getting to Darren Johnson. We got one more slot available. Anybody interested, man, call us up.
Well, you know, Z-Pat back in the folds, man. Z-Pat back doing this thing, you know. DJ Assassin. Big shout out to DJ Assassin.
Well, what people don't realize, when they get in that 1 a.m. slot, they think that's garbage time, but it's only 1 a.m. here. We broadcasting all over the world. So that's somewhere it's 1 in the afternoon. Even on the West Coast, it's only 9 a.m. It's only 9 p.m. It's not garbage time. You know what I mean? Get in where you fit in.
Yeah.
And with this new demand feature, we got Stream Play. They can tap in any time and listen to you.
Big shout out to my son Terrell. You better take all this baby stuff out of this radio. Because it's gonna be in the way tomorrow when Carmen come in here and do what they do. You know, so Rel, take all them boxes up out of here, man.
Oh man.
You got all that stuff.
Oh man. Why you doing that to my guy, man?
Hey, you know, he about to make me granddaddy, man. About to have me a little granddaughter, man.
I hear that. You're not wrong with that.
Hey, look, Dutchy Bang said, "Is that a pink football you got in that bag?"
Yeah, damn sure did.
I said, "Yeah, Dutch. I'm gonna teach her how to play football, baseball, basketball, all that stuff. You know, she gonna have to learn how to do all that stuff. But I don't know how to do no girl stuff, man. You know, and I'm not gonna be playing princess and dressing up. You know?
Yeah. Everybody say what they not gonna do.
Look, she ain't gonna be painting my nails and stuff like that.
She's gonna be running your life, man.
You think so?
Yeah,
you have
you wrapped around your finger.
It's over.
You really think so?
See, I know why.
I think she's gonna be a tomboy.
Know why I think she gonna have you wrap around your little finger?
Why?
Because you only have boys, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So now that you got a little girl in your life, it's over. It's over. So? I think so. I think so.
No, let's play this for him because he don't know what's about to happen. Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's put him in his papa space.
Exactly.
We're gonna take you out of the boom bap. Put him in his papa zone. There you go,
yeah.
papa.
Okay. Yeah.
Now say that again. What you gonna not do?
Exactly.
Okay. So look. I'm gonna be braiding here, right? I'm gonna learn how to braid here. Now I'm gonna call Smooth. Hey, Smooth, you know how to braid, Smooth? I got this little girl over here. Come do her hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sound good. I got one, man. I
let
can
me
tell
ask
you
you
it's different. It's different, bro.
Let me ask you something, right? You got 2 daughters and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I got 2.
That you got 2. What did y'all do with the little girls, man?
Everything you said you wasn't gonna do just now, I've done.
Yeah, you play dress up?
I played dress up. I closed the door in the apartment so nobody couldn't see me and my daughter play with her dolls.
Oh,
I did all that.
That you play with the dolls?
Yep, I played. Yo,
right, you play with dolls too?
I don't remember playing with no dolls, but
hey, right.
I remember doing a lot of other stuff. I remember the kicking in the door and waving the 4-4, chasing off boyfriends. You know,
Okay.
I've been there too.
Going up to
we can do that.
PTA meetings. You know, all kind of stuff. I didn't think I'd be doing. You know, but me and Dutch was sitting there building before the show, and you know, we both got some daughters around the same age, and no matter what we went through, they still all right. And you know, they at the point now they know how to earn for themselves. They educating themselves.
Okay.
I mean, listen, that's all you want. Just like everybody should want that.
You know what I mean? That's all I wanted. Feel like my job is complete, other than having to, like you said, kicking the door and wave the 4-4 on one of these knuckleheads if they ever think they're gonna. She's still my baby, bro. They still my babies. You know what I mean? So don't get it twisted. If I have to put myself in that position of winding up incarcerated, just have the bail money, fellas.
Don't worry, we got you.
Just have the bail money, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
I still got a few hookups, man. When everybody getting 1 box of Frozen Flakes, you're gonna have 3.
Yo,
I'm gonna make a special arrangement.
I've been watching the Jailhouse Chefs on Facebook, so I'm pretty sure I'm good now. Back in my day, they didn't have all that stuff.
Yeah, they live in a little different now,
Yeah,
but it ain't a good situation.
I know that. I'm just having fun.
The thing is, man, baby girl working on a master's degree.
Outstanding.
Both our daughters.
Outstanding.
You know what I mean? TP and his child is taking him to the gym, worrying about his condition and making sure his health stay up. Stuff like that, man. That
weighing me out.
That's important stuff, man.
Man, in the gym talking about dad, you slacking. You know, like I'm slacking. You know.
He don't realize you 20 some odd years older than him.
He realized it. This is fun for them.
Yeah.
Well, man, trying to get me in the gym. I need to go with him. I've been avoiding because he seemed a little too happy when I said I was going.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, I can't wait to get you in the gym. Yeah, I got you, bud. I'm gonna have you right.
Torture.
What he said, but it ain't gonna be. What did he say? The people just be exercising. They don't really be working out. He said, I'm gonna work you out.
Yeah, he trying to take you to the park, bro.
I'm like, okay. I said, maybe I better do a little stretching before I come over there with him. You know what I mean?
I can say this one thing for certain, 2 things for sure. When we leave the gym, I can't do nothing but go home and sometimes just pass straight out. Sometimes I can take a shower, then pass out. But man,
you go home singing, I don't want to be a player no more.
Man, listen.
So you ain't going to the gym just to get on the treadmill.
I do that too, man. You know.
No, but I'm saying
we do 8-9 machines and then do a mile on the treadmill. You know?
Some people say they going to the gym and all they do is go to the gym and get on the treadmill, bro.
Yeah.
Some people just go to the gym just to see the women, man. They ain't trying to work out.
Now you talk about my neighbor Hector. Hector. Oh man.
I'm not going down that rabbit hole with you, man.
Why not?
You keep trying to suck us. Listen,
you can say
the
Hector's
views
a pain in
of TP Square is not that of the Feel Good Radio
You
show.
say Hector's a pain in the ass. He go to the gym. One day he got put out the gym. Oh, he had a membership. They put him out. They told him, don't bring him back in no more. Because he walking around following the girls as they working out, doing crazy stuff like that. You know what I mean? But now he learned his lesson. You know, I had to put him on timeout this week too, man. I ain't gonna go to the gym with him this week. You know, I had to put him on timeout. Hector be tripping sometime, man. You know what I mean? That's right, my next door neighbor Hector, man. You know, he be tripping sometime.
This is coming from Mr. Leroy. You know what I mean? Mr. Leroy himself.
Hey, look, Mr. Leroy ain't been to the gym yet. Mr. Leroy ain't been to the gym. You know. Big shout out to everybody at the Health and Hospital Corps in New York City, man. You know. There's some good people out there doing their thing. You know. Absolutely, man. But this it's all feel good, man. It's a feel good day, and we over here at Gynesis Radio having a good time, feeling good, and we just giving some people their flowers right now, man. You know.
Hey, yo, while we doing that, man, listen, man. Shout out to Big Rod and shout out to Mama Rod.
That's right. We gotta go back out to dinner with Big Rod to finish our conversations, man. You know, he's the concierge of the Gynesis Radio. He keep us in line. You know, give us great insight on life. And that's a beautiful thing when you got elders that you can turn to and they can pull your coat to different things, man. And we can compare apples with apples, man. I just love it, man.
Yeah, you appreciate it more when you get older, though, because, you know, we always had that as a resource. We just never really took full advantage of it.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he's not willing to share. He would definitely share more. But it goes back to that generational gap stuff we was talking about earlier. And I think Dutch said it. He was like, the generations think different now.
Yeah.
But even people Big Papa's age, they now even looking at it different because they just did a lot of stuff to keep us out of trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Mr. Bigger. Like, you know, he built a studio to have us stay out there working on music and stay out of trouble. That might have been the main goal, and it worked. You know what I mean? But when my pops bought me my first set of little turntables and stuff, he saying now he just thought hip hop was a fad and it was just gonna go and come. He never thought that I would be still making money DJing. He bought that. He bought that. Those turntables. I was 14.
Yeah.
He had no idea. There was no musicians in my family. We didn't come from a family of music. It's just something I took an interest in and just ran with it.
Yeah,
Next thing we know, we had groups like the Fat Boys that was in our neighborhood. They was popular and successful. Now that all changed. He's like, yo, if I knew this was gonna do this, I would have really got behind y'all. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I don't say nothing like drill music, this or mumble music, because it might look like a fad to us.
We didn't shout out Stink, man.
We did, didn't we? We didn't shout out Stink?
Nah, we didn't shout out Stink.
Oh, we definitely mentioned Stink earlier. It must have been off air. We just shouted him out.
AKA Slim Thick. My man Stink. Martisi Taylor. You know?
And we met him from the Mighty Dangerous brought him here.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
My cousin Leonard Christian, he always on the checkout with us, man, on the check-in with us here at Gynesis Radio. You know, man. Ain't nothing but love out here, man. Ain't nothing but love, man.
I'm gonna get in trouble, man.
You know,
I'm not saying no more names, man. I'm turning my phone off, man. I ain't taking no more texts.
Kim Isaac and Raymond Lorenzo knew. What up, Ren? Ren in the building. He tuned in with us, man.
What up, OG Ren?
And look, and Sherry, we're gonna bring Sherry back on the TP Square show. You know, she's about to get. You know, Sherry's one of my hosts over here on the TP Square show. I'm about to bring her back over here with me. You know. We about to put it all back together, man. You know,
word. That's what we doing. That's what we doing.
You know, Dr. Renee Spencer, she got a new book out. You know, she'll probably be here next week with me on the radio, talking about her new book and all that stuff. So, oh man, Jamel Wilson, man. You know, we got so many people, man. You know, showing us love, man.
Yeah, we ain't doing that, man. We ain't doing that. We taking it down. We slowing down, baby.
Yeah, man, we about to get out of here in a little while, man. It's about that time, man.
It was time to go to a music break and ride out.
It's time to go to some music and ride out, man.
Oh, we gonna ride them, baby. We gonna
we
ride out,
we
baby.
appreciate each and every one of y'all, for tuning in with us today right here on the Combo Show, the TP Square Show, and the Feel Good Radio Show.
Hold on. Here we go. Let's go.
There you go.
Who is it? Woo-woo! Let's ride out, guys.
Most interesting DJ in the world.
Feel Good Radio, TP Square Show, Dutchy Bang Bang Bang. Let's go.